Alright. Finally, after waiting for like half an hour. Jesus, actually literally 29 minutes. We get a game! Hot diddly damn. Up here in the top right, our favorite Canadian. The Kerman. Kane Erman. Ja, Eigenstate. It is TLO. Down here in the bottom left in the red. The one and only. He wears the stars and stripes. Not just on his pants. He tears those off. It's also in his underwear. And it's also, of course, tattooed on his crotch. It is the one and only, the true American hero, MCanning. If you guys want some great comedy, go check out MCanning's application video for Nation Wars a couple years ago. I believe that's the one where he pulls a pair of sunglasses off and is wearing another pair of sunglasses underneath them. What a legend. Do I have a prediction? I think TLO will win 3-1. But I really don't know how MCanning's form is right now. Haven't really seen too much of his play. So we'll see exactly what he brings out. I think he normally in the past has always practiced on Korea. So he brings out that high level of play. He's already gone for a quick block to Nexus Cybercore. A nice thick wall-off. Cybercore is very exposed with this wall-off. So some speedling floods can be very problematic. But yeah. People are saying, any update on BlizzCon? I'm pretty sure they said BlizzCon is cancelled, guys. Pretty sure most big events this year are cancelled, but yeah, guys in chat will know more than me. All right, third base here, Ling speed. We pulled 3 off gas. Ooh, TLO going 100% off gas here. Well played. What happened to Moonglade? Moonglade is a man who follows his passions. You know, he just lost a bit of interest in SC2 and found it very hard at the time to, you know, just have a nice, stable, enjoyable life. And he just had different priorities, is I think the best way to put it. He comes back every now and then and casts a bit of SC2. Last time I saw him was like a year ago or so, a year and a half ago at Maynard's wedding. A year and a half ago? And yeah, he's loving life. He's having a good time, man. I think he's working QA at the moment at a games company in Brisbane. Having a good time. Happy as ever. He's been competing in Warcraft 3 in our Australian scene. I think he got second place in the Australian Warcraft 3 ANZ Champs tournament, which was cool. Kind of a surprise he didn't win. Oh, I was talking about Zerglings with this Cybercore placement, guys. So the TLO is going to try and snipe that. So he's going to try and threaten the Adept to start out. Just 4 Ling's going to come in and commit to this. MCanning! MCanning! He's dead. He does have an Oracle, but it doesn't have a lot of energy. What can he do? He's trying to wall off, but he can't get the wall off up. The Oracle will run out of energy. He's out of production. Well, that was a silly way to lose. Ooh, he does get the wall off. Oracle kills a few more Zerglings. But TLO goes back and says, I'll just tear your wall back down. Let more Zerglings in. No worries. Yeah. The Zerglings happy to take that fight. Just looking for the nice angle there. Every second that goes by, MCanning's not mining, so he can't actually build many more units, right? Because of this. So the other Oracle comes down, but these gateways are going to get depowered. Third Oracle does start up. That first Oracle has almost got enough energy to turn its laser beam on, but that in of itself is not enough. And that's it. Oh no. So that was a rough start there, and I honestly think if you think about it, guys, right now, 100% talking about that Adept, I'm sure MCanning is just, I think he's analyzing it kind of like this.
Some planet like Uranus. I'm from Uranus.
I'm from Uranus. I think that basically sums up what that adept was saying. Hey, go chase the Zerglings from the wall. MCanning's got to be triggered by that, man. He just forgot to put hold position back on after throwing the shade out. Tiny mistake. And with that Cybercore, I was saying, you know, this could be powerful. People are doing Zergling Floods a lot on Everdream. So, yeah, it's quite common. And see how it goes. Oh, what's up, King GG Overdose? That's awesome, dude. Yeah, no, Moonglade's the best, dude. He's having a good time, man. He's kicking ass. I'm sure he'll be back casting StarCraft at some point in an Australian tournament. You know, he just follows his passions. You know, some people are like, I will do StarCraft 2 for life and make this my career. For him, he's like, you know, when he loves StarCraft, he plays it. When he loves Warcraft, he plays it and gets involved in that scene. When he's enjoying streaming, he does it as well, yeah. Norpheus says quarantine shouldn't be a problem for StarCraft pros. $1,500 in a you got to pay like $1,500. You got to pay to stay in a hotel. It's a lot of money, and it's a lot of and during that time you're not going to be able to cook for yourself. So then you got to pay for your food as well on top of that and stuff. So it's a lot of money, and it's also a situation where you've got to remember, guys, that yeah, that it's a bit hard to get good internet set up and a good computer set up there and stuff. I think you can do it, but I think the player's like, oh god, it's such a big inconvenience. And if you don't know how long this is going to last, so if you have to do that more than once, say you get a 3-month visa, a lot of people get, and then 3 months later you got to do the same thing again. That's a lot of money and time and inconvenience. So I understand a lot of people saying, look, let's just go home. If the future looks a little bit uncertain, better to cut down expenses, save on rent, go back to family or wherever you can go for free and check it. Big thank you, Zrevan, by the way. I'm really glad you enjoyed the pig show with Ryan. He said, what a great interview, talking about his mindset and climb. It was really inspirational and enjoyable. I think Ryan's actually, yeah, he's such a young guy, but he's so good, so quick, and he's very focused. And he really was like, no, like, you know, just grinding the builds and didn't care too much about losing to all-ins and stuff. He was so focused on those other factors. And MCanning says, oh, you're going to Zergling flood me? Mate, you going to Zergling flood me? I'm going to do my... Oh, no! Oh, crap! Oh, no, you managed to block it. Oh, it's a troll. He's expanding, guys. It's a fake. Cancels the pylon. MCanning says, haha, tricked you. Puts down the GLHF Colossus with his probe on the... This is why I love MCanning. He's one of the few high-level players who actually uses that spray tag all the time. So good, man. So good. Meanwhile, TLO is just like, oh, you're going to build the cannons? Oh, ooh. So it does slow down your opening slightly. It's not free. Just a slight disruption to both of their builds for that. Curious to see what this is. Probes transferring onto gas. Back at home, just 2 Zerglings to start for TLO to get the scout going. Surprised he's not building another one there straight away. If that third got blocked, that could be a bit problematic. Really skimping. This probe actually stays over there on the watchtower to see if there's any more future Zerglings. Nicely done. And TLO going for that nice quick third base. Meanwhile, on the other side, it's going to be a Stargate after the Adept. The Adept is actually hunting. And it finds him. Can it get both? It's got to target the front one. Now he doesn't get to do an Adept Scout, but I guess he doesn't care. Oh, he lets him scout it! MCanning! That was a bit... Yeah, if he'd manually targeted the front Zergling, I think he could have started stepped and got the other one. As it is, does get the Stargate. It's not the end of the world. He just goes, build a Phoenix, play it nice and conservative, pick up an Overlord or 2, deny scouting, and then go into the next thing, and it should be awesome. Good times, King GG Overdose. Yeah, dude. Probably down at City Hunter or something like that, maybe. Old 2012 tournament. There's a lot of those back at City Hunter in the day. Wonder if City Hunter's still open. Or is it all just like FBI lands now? Can't imagine internet cafes is the most solid business in 2020. Must be hard. Twilight counts are coming down pretty quick. This looks like just a Glaive Adept follow-up, and I gotta say I don't see this too often anymore, and I really like it because of that. I really like it. Yeah, straight into 4 gateways as well. I think we're gonna see Glaives get chrono boosted here. Now, there is an Oracle following up that Phoenix. Where is the Phoenix, by the way? He really would love to find this Overlord. He knew it was there. I think he's just trying to make sure there's no scouting, but he should absolutely go check up there. Oracle comes in, sees there's 2 queens ready. Wouldn't mind just grabbing a tumor or 2, but for now, there's spores and queens in every base. TLO is more than defended. 5 queens, 3 spores. You don't really need to do damage if the Zerg respects it that much. Oh, it gets a couple tumors, but I don't think that's enough to actually open up a gap or anything like that. The Phoenix is being a bit idle, and that Overlord's going to come in and see the 3rd timing and stuff. That Phoenix really not getting the value he'd like. Ooh, I like this. No gateway proxy, so they're not going to be fast warp-ins, but still pretty damn sick to warp in down there, man. That's really useful. Glaives is getting close to finished right now. How many Adepts are on the field? So it's 6 right now. You're going to warp in another 5, and 1 more round of Adept warp-ins, and that's going to be powerful. TLO's droning very hard. He's building 5 roaches. He's making Overlord speed. I don't think he realizes exactly what's going on right now, and yeah, I mean, this is one of the problems with not tracking their probe early on. You do let them get away with potentially just hiding the probe in the corner of the map. You're not sure if that went home or not. And then it can always proxy you later on. Robo's going down behind this. He's continuing to macro here. Is MCanning? I almost feel like if he committed crazy hard to this, he'd be in an even better position. So he's sending some Adepts down the left, some down the right. And I just feel like maybe there's a little bit more delay here than there needed to be. Absolutely can snipe that 4th hatch. Click it, click it, click it, click it, click it. There's no reason to let that finish. Oh, yeah, just go for it. Just go for it. Ah, there's a lot of Zerglings coming in with this as well, actually. So he's going to just A-move, start a step, A-move. He's got Adepts coming on the Watchtower on the left-hand side. He's going to pull back and just try to kill that 4th base for now, I think. Meanwhile, 3 Adepts coming in. A big stasis trap lands, in fact. Oh, MCanning, you got to focus fire, mate. Ah, he can't actually target these drones here, unfortunately. Oh, man, he accidentally misclicks the Queen. These Adepts really not finding the damage. He should get the snipe on the 4th, but... a bit of disruption, not the damage he was looking for. He wanted more than this. He's still going to keep hunting for it. Still has not killed that 4th base, remember. This was not super well done by MCanning. I think TLO has a little bit too much freedom now in terms of just control over the map. Now, don't get me wrong. Protoss is ahead in economy. 64 probes to 58. But you've got to look at what's behind it. There's 2 sentries and a Stalker and an Oracle out. The Adepts going to give a little bit of buffer. The counterattack Adepts a bit of harassment. But I mean, what's anchoring your army, right? Yeah, you got 5 gateways. You can make some Stalkers. But there is a ton of Roach Ravager out now. TLO, one of the strangest Zergs in this matchup. He's like just chilling on 55 drones, massing Roaches. And I guess he's going to go for a big all-in, but... I don't know, man. If I'm MCanning and I see this many Roaches, I'm freaking out a little bit. You see more Roaches popping out. I would actually make it immortal right now. I would maybe even consider canceling the Colossus. 1 Colossus is always good. Deals with Zerglings real well. And I love this wall off with the cannon. That's actually amazing. Means also Tunneling Claw Roaches can't get in. Now, after showing this many Roaches, TLO makes a Hydra Den. A really quick hive. He's going to go Vipers. Oh, he's Viper rushing to counter the Robo units and use Blinding Cloud. Oh, TLO. He's down on economy, though, making Roaches, and that always scares me. Feel like his next few engagements need to be really pristine. These Roaches are all trapped. I think just pull the probes out of there. Whoa, MCanning. MCanning, what are we doing right now? Oh, he's worried about the multi-prong. He's lost 11 probes, though. A few more than you would like. I think he could absolutely trap a few more of these units, but he's so low on force fields, I guess. A couple of Adepts go down. You don't really mind losing those. These Adepts, though. Ooh, those Adepts doing some good counterattack damage. Oh, these 2 Adepts, if they shift click. MCanning, if he targets... Oh, he does target. He's going to grab a few more there. And those Adepts shade up into the natural. If he just shift clicks on the drones. Ooh. Oh, hot diddly. Damn, those Adept counters doing big. Why? What the fuck? Has he got? Oh, he's got blink, so he's going to run up there, pick off a few, run away. Oh no, he wants to snipe the hatch. He's going to warp in a few more. He's going to blink down when TLO's on the map, and he's going to kill the hatch and run away. Oh, MCanning, but TLO knows about it. He knows about the fact that there's a depth sneaking in. He's going to go check his corners. TLO's map vision's really poor. Even with a Phoenix out, he should have spread a few overlords on the edges because the threat of a prism is massive. That being said, he's got his hive tech. He's got his lurker den. No Vipers out yet. He's got a big gas bank, man. Vipers would be so huge because you can yoink the balls. Not yank, not wank, but yoink. You can yoink the balls. And that is not what they want to have happen. Okay, these Adepts are going to shade in. These Stalkers, he's going to click on the hatch, but the army's right there. Transfuse goes down as well. A cute maneuver from MCanning. 4 Stalkers go down. These Adepts going to do something, though. 1 drone, 2 drones, 3 drones. And 3 drones, not terrible. His main army is looking to push at the same time. Those Adepts do go down. Good amount of disruption. Ooh, he drops a ball on those guys. These Stalkers run forward. Oracle comes in as well. He's going to try to take out the Disruptor. TLO, nice focus fire. He's going to get a Disruptor. No! He doesn't quite get it. Ooh, okay. Big zoning Disruptor shots there. He's got to pull back, though. Oh, my God, 2 Vipers rally in. It's chaos here on both sides. These guys both play so interesting and unique. This is a really cool match. These Adepts not quite being focused correctly because there's so much going on. Did he just lose his whole army or did he recall some of it? He recalled a lot of it, but he lost the Colossus. So it's mostly just Stalkers and Disruptors out right now. But he's still got this warp in point. Does TLO still not? He still hasn't found it. Oh my God, he's still going to go for the snipe on the 4th. Round 2. He's going to wait for a few more. Yeah, he's going to do... Oh, he's going DTs now as well. DTs and Disruptors. Hot diddly damn. The Vipers are a huge problem for this army. I would love to see him actually go Templar Archives here. Obviously, Charge Zealot Stalker can do okay. But against Roach Hydra, I mean, it's not going to scale particularly well. DT's coming forward. And they're looking for a snipe on this 5th worker. And they're just going to back off for now. Roach is coming down, looking to hunt him. Ooh, get out of there, MCanning. You do not want to lose those DTs, mate. Army down the left-hand side. TLO still doesn't know. Are you kidding me? Okay, he's finally going to deal with this. 2 DTs going down. And already, finally going to lose that position. Now, this is mostly just Stalkers. The Disruptors just shouldn't even be here, to be honest. They should be so far behind this army. He's got to focus. Focus the Vipers. Focus the Vipers. Oh, that barely didn't go off. That Disruptor was right in the middle of the Roaches and Ravages, but he barely yanks it off just in time. TLO, the master of... Okay, let's stop talking about yanking balls. Come on, pig. Come on. You're better than that. Oh, no! He's got the mobile energy traps for the Vipers, by the way. He's been sucking energy off those spores. The Stalkers catch it, grab one of the Vipers. The supply really makes it seem like this game's in the bag for TLO. He's got Seismic Spines and now Adaptive Talons. I think he's just a bit too slow to get into these units. And I think he should actually be going Immortals. Immortals don't get as countered by Abduct as Disruptors because they're so tanky with their barriers. So in a pitched fight, even if some get abducted, it can work out quite okay. I love this wall off over here, but TLO's going to bust through. Same time, he's got Roaches running down the left. The 2 cannons and the batteries will do a good job. He only needs to warp in a few more units there. Oof, loses a few Stalkers. He just warps in around a Zealots, he'll be fine over here. He's going to actually warp in Stalkers. And, oh, Disruptor. Nice. It's a good shot. Takes out a whole bunch of Roaches and Ravages there. These Stalkers, unfortunately, they're walking forward. Most of the army of MCanning is just sitting there right now. Ah, man, this is awkward. The can does take out 1 lurker. He's going to try to just jump forward and grab these lurkers that aren't... Oh, nice balls on there. There's 1 lurker still here, though. It is spotted. There is an observer above for MCanning, but he's already lost so many probes. His 4th base is still in crisis mode. DTs are going to start clearing this up now. But this damage up here was too much, man. TLO is one of the lowest economy Zergs out there who plays late game tech. He like rushes up the tech tree, but he does it off a lower economy with more army than other players. And because of that, he's always got a wider range of tactics available in terms of how he's going to crack his opponent's defenses. He's always got a few more different ways of doing it. And it makes things interesting because you don't know exactly how he's going to approach the situation, right? Ooh. I love that there's DTs. I love that there's looking for run bys. But I do think at this point, I don't know, man. Stalkers don't really do it for me. When your opponent's on lurkers like this, I'd love to see people swap into Storm, Immortal Archon Chargelet. And really just escalate the run bys. I'm not saying you want to be clashing heads with 15 lurkers head on with any army. But you can defend small areas with small squads of Immortals and Storm. DTs run in big disruptor shots. A stasis trap plus DTs on the left is going to defend that base. Oh my lord! MCanning! I think he just landed some more big disruptor shots on the right as well. Oh my god, MCanning! Oh, does get that lurker, loses his observer, but he gets a hatch here. That hatch survives. He's got to click on that hatch. Oh, that DT is not being focus fired right now. Oh, High Templar are going to go down. Does morph an Archon. Another ball goes down, grabbing 3 roaches though. And, oh man, these balls are great. Doing some fantastic ball shots. Oh my god. And a great recall. He'll lose 1 disruptor, I think. Nothing goes down. That DT over here, by the way, Chaticus Maximus himself is up to 9-10 kills. Dude, TLO is getting butchered by all this creative run-bys that MCanning does. MCanning is so good at doing all these little harassment plays to pull his opponent around. He's even going to go into the main now and look for some more kills. I'd love to see him go target drones up there. It looks like a bit distracted. MCanning, of course, trying to recover at home and macro back up. He's tearing his way back into this game. I actually thought he was dead. That DT gets a good amount of damage, though. Man, if he got this hatchery as well... As it is, TLO's economy is kind of bad, man. I think MCanning should take a 5th base. Maybe even on the right-hand side at this point. I'm not sure. But, okay, there's an army coming across. We've still got 7 lurkers, 4 hydras, 26 roaches. There's a lot of disruptors out. There's no vipers to counter them. Disruptors are amazing at this point. TLO needs to rebuild his vipers, but he's low on gas right now. He's trying to go for a bit more of a man mode army. Oh, I like these lurkers. Look at that. He's using them like siege tanks from the low ground. But one of them does go down very quickly. But he rotates. Look at that. MCanning wanted to just broadside that army and get rid of it. But now he's going to lose one of his robos. Ooh. Oh, he does have an overcharge going down. 1 lurker falls. Another lurker. Oh, just out of range. The ball doesn't land, man. His observer's not in range. That lurker on the left is doing massive damage. Oh, big shot over there. But these roaches are getting a kind of decent engage as the disruptors are forced to kind of just headbutt into them. These disruptors need to get up to safety. They need to get behind this army. One of them is deep in the red right now. But you know what? They're still alive. And every ball is amazing value here for MCanning. MCanning is one of the OG disruptor gods. And oh my god. Oh, there's only 1 lurker left. He's going to overwhelm it. Don't lose the disruptors though. Oh no, he loses 1 more disruptor there. He's down to just 1 disruptor. Queens are here. He loses another disruptor to Queens, but the Queens being here is just madness. Why are the Queens here? Is that a mistake? I don't know. They should not be on the other side of the map. They should be respreading, creep, and injecting right now. This game is so close. 5th base starts up. TLO is just not going to stop attacking. That's how TLO plays. He's absolutely a mud wrestling Protoss. There's an Overseer morphing this time. DTs are not going to help you enough up there. I think the Zealots should help, though. Stalkers, Archon, Zealots just pushing on through. I think MCanning here with the +3 attack feels he's got an advantage. It is +3 and +1 armor, though, for TLO. TLO microing those roaches on the top really well. So he separated the Zealots and the DTs from the cannons and actually took out all the Zealots and DTs. A series of really good fights there for TLO. What do you even build here as MCanning, who's... Oh, he's going to finish it off. This DT comes in to finish off his brother's work from earlier in the game. That's also going to take out important production for TLO. The more of these that go down, that DT just kind of pulls back there. I'd love him to really hide in the corner. But TLO might just forget about him. No, he does find him. DT takes out 1 more Zerg before he goes down. Stalkers are going to come in. And they take out a lurker. And they're going to fight some drones here. You don't want to fight this with drones, TLO. You're low on economy right now. You do not want to be losing too many of those. Man, this is just sick, annoying harassment here. I do think MCanning should probably recall these units. Every unit is valuable at this point. And I think he's going to do it. Yeah. Nice recall. More roaches coming in. There is a ball there, though. Oh, he does get 4 roaches. Not terrible, but man, TLO just thrusts in opportunistically. The Archon is not in position yet. These Zealots get a good fight, but there's not enough of them. TLO may have just found his moment. There is a single storm here, but nothing clumped up enough for it to be effective. And TLO here, this just crazy skirmish, low economy Roach Hydra stuff. And he finds a weak spot. He finds that moment of weakness. Zealot's trying to warp in, backing up that Archon, keeping it alive for moments longer. And Immortal comes in. The probe's being pulled in front. This Immortal is a big boy, but I don't think there's enough damage. MCanning just barely short of the units needed to survive here. This Immortal is going to do a one-man fighting retreat here against this massive Roach Hydra. There's a 5th base up, but there's not enough probes to use it now. Trying to make more Archons on the high ground. MCanning, I think he did overextend with that two-pronged attack. And a bit unfortunate for him. He took too many losses with the Zealots and DTs up here. He pushed in on the 4th, tried to engage through the spines, and it might work against the Zerg with lesser upgrades, but the 3-1 Hydras are actually so powerful, man. And what a back and forth insane game. This is good. I'm very happy we chose this series, guys. I think MCanning's dead now, numbers-wise. I don't think he can defend that top base. Once the Overseers started joining up with the run-bys, and he started getting more and more kills on the DTs, MCanning lost a lot of resources in both DT defense and DT run-bys that weren't doing massive damage. Speaking of DT run-bys, one more DT runs in the bottom side. Unfortunately, not being micro, does chase after a Roach. DTs are really stupid. They do need to be microed. You little fucker. Oh, DTs are so dumb. I'm so mad when I come back and realize that's happened to me, man. The DT will go back in and start killing more drones, but I mean, you know what? I mean, if he got a High Templar or 2 up or another Disruptor, it's like there's comeback units, splash damage units, but I think even with just 36 drones, probably a bit too much economy now, because there's only 1 base mining here from MCanning up against, he's got a, oh, the rich gas is out, but he's got this hatch, and he can take that one as well. So essentially it's 2 base versus 1 is the simplest way to look at this, and he's going to have a 3rd that opens up as well. So even minerals mining out is not really going to be a problem. 3 Immortals, 3 Archons, Charge Zealots, and a couple of High Templar who do not have Storm Energy just yet. But look at that. The Overseer sees him leave. TLO swings in. This is the last base. It is the only base. TLO's got all the map vision, so he can pick where the fights happen and how the fights happen. And it's actually a best of 5, guys. Remember, even if TLO wins, we get a game 3. This is a qualifying match. Day 1 of the North American EPT DreamHack Masters qualifiers. Ooh. Every DT is sacred. Can't afford to be losing him. I like that he's posturing a little bit, but he's got to be careful. He almost rallied to the right-hand side there. Maybe leave a Zealot on the tower, but he's got to preserve every unit. 5th base is rebuilding. I would love to see a single hero disruptor added in. Look at this Chad. I'm going to depower 3 gateways. DT's like, no, you aren't. Oh, TLO wants to micro for it, does he? No. Pulls back. TLO flanks the single Hydra with his entire army. So there's hope. It's all in these 3 High Templar. There's 3 Storms. These 2 High Templar are each about 35 energy away from getting a 2nd one. The DT runs down the south. He sees this army. Good Storm to start. Oh, he doesn't want to get surrounded, does he? TLO here. Man, I would... TLO here. Oh, it's a Protoss sandwich. Zerg bread, Protoss filling. Yes, it's a little crunchy. You're like, I'm not sure if this is normally the thing you should eat, but when you've got that much bread to just soak it up, a lot of that Zerg butter to lubricate the entire thing, and TLO barely manages to close out an incredibly back and forth close game. I think a few moments, the early first wave of Adepts did not do that much, but the follow-up, all the little consistent waves of pressure, the fantastic defensive disruptor micro, the catching the Vipers out, all these things got MCanning back into even a lead, I think, at 1 or 2 points there. Very, very close. GG, well played. 2-0 advantage. We're not done yet. Don't go anywhere. It's a best of 5. And remember, that first game was a bit of a gimme, so I think we've still got a lot of chances here to come back. And let's join off TLO. Big thank you, by the way. We have one of our favorite tier 3 subs back for 13 months in a row. Head slammed into the highway. Thank you for the tier 3. Much love, mate. Crescens as well with that Twitch Prime 1 minute ago. Welcome to the Pigsty, guys. Welcome back for Keybrit. Hope you're enjoying this series, guys. I am having a lot of fun. It's Pillars of Gold next map. I'm in the player slot, so we're waiting for MCanning to just join the lobby. Isn't it TLO 1, MCanning 0? Did I have the scoreboard reversed? Did it say MCanning? I might have accidentally flipped the scoreboard because it's next to the zoom in and out key at some point. Oh, how you doing? How you doing with cheering on your husband, your beautiful Germanic elitist man? Saw him tweeting about the metric system being mixed with the imperial system and how much of a travesty it is in Canada recently. I like that he's still got that elitism that he's bringing. It's good. Apparently I had the scoreboard reversed there. My bad, guys. I'm not sure if it was that from the very start or I flipped it at some point. Either way, yeah, it's a 2-0 advantage for TLO. Thank you, guys. Ooh, I think MCanning's taking a little break. A little 1-minute break. Yeah, TLO looked like he almost had it, but don't underestimate the power of... We've all had games in high-pressure situations like Dario just did, where that pylon in the bottom of the map was his undoing. Almost. Because he didn't know about it early on because he was skimping on the Zerglings, being a bit greedy. But then he scouted it, or scouted for it, checked the whole corner and missed it, which is even worse. Because then when the next wave of DTs came in from that angle... You're not expecting it. You're like, what the hell? Apparently, MCanning had to reboot his PC, guys. Just had a bit of a tech issue, so we'll be into the next one very shortly. Thank you so much, Sidewinder. Slides back in for 3 months in the pigsty. Welcome back, my friend. Enjoy slopping around in the mud. I don't get why TLO never built static defense. He was on a low economy. It would have been a big mistake for him to make static defense. So TLO plays a lower unit style, as I was pointing out. He doesn't build a big economy. If you're up 85 drones, you got 2k minerals in the bank, static defense, especially against someone harassing that much, it's a no-brainer. I did point out that his overlord positioning was a bit sloppy. He should have had a few more spotting overlords to get early warning. But when you're on 66 drones, you shouldn't do that. So a lot of people go, well, but he didn't build the static. And there's always someone who's like, well, it would have been good. And I'm like, yes, it would have if it was in the right position. But you got to remember, this is MCanning. Top-level players, MCanning runs in with a DT. He sees a spine and a spore. He runs in, kills 2 drones, walks out, and goes to another base. So suddenly you have to build static in every base. And then suddenly a few zealots run in, they just kill the spine, and it gets out of control. So at the highest levels, static is more of like a bonus. It doesn't actually shut down the pressure. So you've kind of got to build upon it a little bit, right? You've kind of got to... In general, there was a moment after some of the earlier depths where he sent a squad of roaches searching for it. He just should have searched better. That's actually 100% it. Because remember, he was on about 55 drones for a long time, while MCanning was on 65. And then even for a long time past that, he was 65, 70, building Vipers and Lurkers, which is a low economy for Viper Lurker. So you guys will see me when I play my Viper Lurker Hydra style, exactly the style TLO was just playing there. If I'm going to be building static, I actually go to like 90 drones momentarily because I know I need a bit more of a mineral bank because I need to build so many spines. If I want to rely on static, I need to get like 7 spines on my most exposed base, all in a tight formation so they can defend a zealot run by. Thank you so much, Max Fan! Slides back in for 2 years and 1 month. 25 months. Thank you so much, Max Fan. One of our favorite people here in chat. Not only that, we've got a nervous chicken. Of course you'd be nervous. You're hanging out in a pigsty. It's not your natural habitat. It's not a chicken pen, but you choose to hang here anyway, and we accept you, nervous chicken. And not to mention, Baracus slides in with the Twitch Prime for the first time ever. Thank you so much, Baracus. I really appreciate the support, mate. MCanning's on. He's in. The countdown's going. Let's go! So I'm saying, am I getting weird feedback? Was it just temporarily? Maybe I knocked my cable? If it was in the right position. But you got to remember, this is MCanning. Oh, we do have double sound effects on. My bad, guys. Anyway, we're going to mute the sound effects now. We're going back in game. I got it. I fixed it. Thanks, guys. All right, all right, all right. Do-do, 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 do-do. Down here. It's Canada's favorite German. He comes there and asserts dominance. He looks around him and says, your bread is inferior. Your esports is not as creative. But it's okay. I will merge with you, Canada. I will merge with North America. And I will bring my love, my creativity, and my ingenuity. Because I am the Ubermensch. I am TLO. Ich bin Ubermensch. Up here in the top right, in the red, it is America's true hero who says, get out of my country, you weren't born here. MCanning. He doesn't actually say that. It's fine. MCanning loves TLO. That's why he's putting spray paints in his base saying, lol, 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 lasers. TLO being forced to take that third nice and early. Always a bit awkward. I do love MCanning just adding that in there. Always a good choice. Oh, big thank you, Syncopation and F. Galvin as well. Both of you slide into the pigsty. Coming up on 2 years is F. Galvin, and Syncopation actually coming up on 2.5. Thank you so much. Eha with the 313 sub as well. Much love, guys. I really appreciate the support. We just got the kids' grade 6 workbook. He was up on his high horse about how much he's going to need to teach her because our grade 6 is so far behind Germany grade 6. That's a story from TLO's wife in chat, guys. Oh my god, I love it. Oh, your grade 6 is so inferior. We are going to have to teach her to make sure she doesn't fall behind the rest of the world. We cannot simply accept to see lower American standards. Fantastic. That's amazing. That is amazing. I could just see TLO in his element as a dad, just teaching the kids everything he knows. And I think if there's one person who has a very unique way of thinking and understanding the world and thinking outside of the box, it's TLO. Definitely a good role model, I think. Spud Doctor. It's also just gifted a tier 3 sub to King G Overdose. Oh my god, thank you so much, Spud Doctor. Dude, much love. Hot diddly damn. I appreciate it. Oh my god, thank you guys. Thank you. King GG Overdose, an OG nerd. Playing tournaments back in the day. Down here in the Sydney scene. Alright, it's going to be Stargate. Now, TLO, remember, got the Scout nice and early last game. And MCanning wants to stop it. This time, much more conservative adept placement. The Zerglings. Alright, man, come on. One of us will make it in. Come on, we got to scout what this Protoss take us. Let's go, Billy. Let's go. Run. Run. Oh, shit. She blocked us. She blocked us. Get out of here. Get out of here. Oh, man. Man, don't worry. I'll tell your wife you loved her. Let's get out of here. Oh, shit. Ah. And it does get out of there. Unfortunately, it does leave Billy as a little patch of viscera on the ground. Oh my lord. And yeah. Third hatch on the way, lots of droning. Does TLO do a pokey poke? He doesn't sack an overlord or anything. It's only Phoenix first that I'm bringing out the older style. Not many people do this anymore. But TLO actually has 2 overlords on this side of the map, so good choice. That one's already heavily wounded. And the other overlord's like, uh-oh. Uh-oh. Run! They're like, hit the NOS, man. They're like, come on, man. Hit the engines. Maximum burn. And it manages to hit 0.2 Gs of acceleration there. Look at that. Oh my god, that Phoenix has no chance of finding it. Look at him go. Jesus, he's throbbing from the exertion. Just trying to get it. Oh, and actually the Phoenix barely misses it. He barely misses it. Oh, god damn. He actually, I'm like joking about this Overlord trying to make a getaway, and he's actually going to get away, isn't he? Look at that. Look at that. MCanning's not going to see it. Oh my god. TLO, you wizard. Or is he? He finds it. He finds it. Okay, MCanning will get that Overlord. Well done. Oracle is deflected though. Spore is finished in the main. There's 2 queens there. And a really nice Overlord positioning from TLO this time around to spot where those Oracles are coming from. How many queens are we up to? 5 queens and ooh, melee and a Baneling Nest. You're up 2 games. Why not play a bit risky? Go straight to Lingbane, into Hydras, really fast +1 into really fast +2 melee. I tell you, against a 2 or 3 Oracle build, this is amazing. It gives you such a head start into crushing their ground army before Storm or anything is done. Now, Storm is never going to be done. Do you know why, guys? Oh, actually, sorry. Phoenix is getting a 3rd kill, which is great. But 2nd Stargate and a Fleet Bacon on the way. So MCanning there. He is, of course, a fan of the pigsty. He does like his bacon rashes, extra fatty. And it looks like he's going for a carrier build. Oh, get back, get back, get back. Oh, man, it's the same adept from game 1, man. So where are you from, Adept? Where are you from?
Some planet like Uranus. I'm from Uranus.
Okay, good to know. Yep, you're gonna go get yourselves surrounded by Zergans. Okay, well, luckily the Oracles are there babysitting these dummies. Yeah, unfortunately these Zerglings are gonna find their way in just before the battery's ready. Ooh, if that battery goes down, that's going to make it much harder to defend this base. Zergling's focusing it. Oracle's out of energy. The Adepts are like, get away from her. But actually, they got a choke point, so it's okay. TLO's committed to quite a lot of Zerglings, guys. Oh, he's doing the Dark build. It's the Dark build. I actually prefer some Banelings coming from the right and going for the natural here. But this is where you make what looks like a macro build, and you just make a billion Zerglings and Banelings. You're like, lol, let's see if this works. And it should never work against 3 Oracles. Against 2, it has a slightly higher chance of working. You got to wall off MCanning. MCanning's got to wall off, mate. Okay, he walls off fully there. His natural's safe, but his 3rd, lots of probes in the open. Oh, he doesn't do a spready in time. Oh, lots of probes going down, as well as the Adepts. Oracle's trying to hold off even the natural with the lasers, but 11 workers going down. I mean, as long as you keep the 3rd alive, you're okay. The problem is Oracle's almost out of juice. Oh, no. The Oracle's going to run out of juice. That 3rd goes down. I mean, a lot of kills. 18 kills on that Oracle. 6 on the other. But TLO has +2 melee. That's what I was talking about earlier. Baneling speed. He's got a 4th up. I don't know why he took this 4th. TLO is such a weirdo. I've got to message him after this game to ask him about that. I'm like, why'd you take that one? I'm like, what? Why wouldn't you take it here or here? I don't know. We'll see. Carriers are out and they've been spotted though, and it gives him a big head start. Drop the Spire, start adding lots of gas geysers. He should be droning pretty hard behind this. He's looking to cancel the 3rd again, and there's no way carriers are going to be able to defend that. Has to cancel it. But TLO does need to drone up behind this. These are good trades, just keeping MCanning on 2 bases for now. Problem is these carriers are so delayed, so by the time the 3rd and 4th carrier come out, I don't even know if he's going to have enough units to defend his 3rd. I guess like maybe with a stasis trap or 2. And if you can get like a battery up, that'd be big. Forces the overcharge with the Zerglings there. Oh my god. TLO really dictating the pace. But as I was saying, a 4 carrier timing with +1 attack can be really hard to deal with. Problem is the Spy is going to be ready. And I think TLO will have enough money to just build a big round of like 15 Corruptors. Which means MCanning's in like full turtle mode, and that's very hard. If you can't do any active pressure to really push your opponent back, it's very hard. Because suddenly you go, oh, I think I need to start building Void Rays, and he's already starting Void Rays. A little bit of a supply block, but he's building more pylons right now. And carriers killing what they can. 86 workers for TLO. A massively oversaturated 4th. He really needs a 5th, in fact, and he needs to send some drones back. His saturation's a little bit off. So TLO has been very active with his Zerglings, but he actually could use a few more drones in his main and natural. He's missing a gas geyser, for instance. He's building Corruptors now, but I actually think TLO's getting a little bit excited. He's in the lead. He's winning. It's just this is the situation where I think if he was taking a 5th and a 6th base right now, he'd be getting so far ahead, and he's just taking a little bit longer to do that than I'd like. All right, Oracle's having a little bit of a scout around. Spore crawler, 2 spores there, in fact. I mean, when you got carrier attack, right? No 5th base still for TLO. That's a bit inefficient. And his Lings, I think he just wants to make sure no 4th base gets established and wants to see when a move out happens. I think he should just put Ling spotters out though. So I think TLO's spending way more APM on the front than he needs to. He's now taking a 5th though, and that Corruptor wave is still going to be so scary. Because what he's going to do is he's going to lure these units somewhere out into the open between the bases where shield batteries don't get to help. Cannons don't get to help. And yeah, I mean, don't get me wrong, it's a great position to be in right now for TLO. But this timing's got to do something. All right, there's no way that gets up. Corruptors are going to come down and have a bit of a wee. 16 Corruptors, +1 attack. +2 is about to kick in for the Protoss, though. Cannon there. It's very nice to have a cannon. I almost want to build a cannon here, right? Just kind of get something between your bases. He's going to add some Archons, which are really good versus the Banelings and really good versus some of the other units. But oh my god, run probes, run probes, run probes, run probes. Oh, he's a bit too slow on the spready. The split, the spread, the pull. 13 probes go down. He's got to keep that base alive, and I think he will just barely. And if he builds some shield batteries, he can get that back up. But down to 49 probes, and these Corruptors are horny. They want to find a couple of carriers. There's lots of voids out. They already take one void down really fast. The carrier's a little bit slow to join the fight. A few Corruptors do get punished, though, for that, right? Loses 4 Corruptors, but he still gets a couple void rays. It's not bad, man. Prismatic alignment is good, but oh, he gets the third with the Ling Bane. The Corruptors find another void ray. They're going to try and intercept units as they pop out. There's no flux veins just yet. Corruptors are going to unzip their fly, and TLO says, oh, this is a little bit naughty. Normally, I make sure I have the utmost hygiene, but I make an exception for Protoss players. There's the one type of person that I don't mind doing Zui on. Because yes, in my mind, TLO is occasionally, like he's normally very pristine and upstanding, but he has a special place in his heart for hating Protoss players, and that's where his dirty, torturous side comes out, I think. One big push for MCanning, a couple of Stalkers, 4 carriers, a couple of voids, and he says, look, one push, let's make it happen, but there's too many queens. Banelings and Lings take out the Archon. Transfuse is being spammed. Wait, where's the rest of the Corruptors? Did he lose all of his Corruptors? This is a really weird fight. All of his Corruptors got wrecked. Pull the queens behind the spores. Try to just drain these interceptor countdown, I guess. He's building enough Corruptors. I think he should be fine against this. He's actually targeting the carrier. Lots of drones about to go down. Lings and Banes, of course, clear out the third. The natural, even its wall will get torn down. And goodbye wall, and that's going to be goodbye base. The Ling Bane is going to flood on in. And that's all gone, skis. Corruptors are building up. They're waiting. One Void Ray down, another Void Ray down, and now it's the carrier's turn. The Corruptors shift-clicked on those. Nice target fire. And TLO. A nice mix-up there. In Game 3 qualifies for your DreamHack Masters North America fall season and flying colors. A 3-0 victory. GG, well played. Some really nice strategies from TLO. Well done, dude. That's very impressive. So hats off to TLO there. Some incredible play. And he will be going through and qualifying for the main event. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like and subscribe. We've got more highlight casts of the best commentaries that come off the live streams of these qualifiers and weeklies. Don't forget to support the Patreon if you want to go above and beyond to support. The link is down below in the description. I love you guys. See you in the next one.